here?
Yeah, we're here. Hey, two bros here, coming at you with another Banished playthrough. So we were kind of... really didn't know what to play, so we're just going to play more Banished.
The classic.
So, I think we need to come up with a jingle.
Two bros drink and play video games.
That was so quiet. I'm like seeing it on Audacity.
Two
it is so
bros play video games.
What if we do it? What if we do it to like What if we do it to like what's that?
Dun, dun, dun,
what if we do it to like the Monkees song? You know, like hey, we're the Monkees. Hey, we're the two bros. We're just drinking around.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, we're just drinking around.
I was saying, what's the Monkees
and we'll
song?
play some games, but we'll probably forget them later.
What's the all right? What's the Monkees song that Smash Mouth covered?
Accidentally a monkey song that Smash Mouth covered.
It was in one of the Shrek movies. Was it Accidentally in Love? No, that's actually like...
Was that a monkey song?
No, not that one.
I don't think Smash Mouth ever covered anything by the Monkees.
No, it wasn't All-Star. What's the other, like, quintessential Shrek Smash Mouth song?
You mean... Oh, God, dude, I don't know. You're going to have to look it up on your phone.
All right, I'll look this up.
I got no clue,
I'll look this up. Why don't you introduce this game, in case anyone didn't see part one of Barished?
I mean, it's Banished. Like, so...
It's a dwarf fortress simulator with graphics. 1Z level.
Trying to remember how to play. Dude, one guy doesn't have a job. Oh, shit.
What were we doing, man? It's been so long.
I think we were building shit. We're building a hunting cabin, and then the Forester Lodge, I'm putting a guy on it. He's going to cut logs down for us and replant trees. And I think I also told everyone to destroy all of these rocks.
Okay, I got it. I'm a Believer. That's originally by the Monkees. And then I saw her, Shrek. No, I'm a Believer.
Oh my God! Wait, fucking holy shit! Hold the phone.
It's already in my pocket. I'm not holding it anymore.
They covered that?
Yeah. That's originally by the Monkees, and then Smash Mouth.
Oh my!
Smash Mouth did a remix of it.
God, this is still too loud. I can't handle this.
Yeah, no, that's like it's raining hard. Okay, UI volume, good.
There we go. That's a lot more acceptable.
Hey, which one of these beers is mine?
Whichever one you want. Why'd you put koozies on both of them?
So that the spare one would stay cold.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Wait, right, I'll drink the balls, the balls koozie.
You didn't even get an extra. Do it. There you go.
I think I cut my finger up.
You didn't even get an extra beer for yourself. You just got an extra one for me.
Well, it's an extra one for whoever finishes first. Whoever finishes second has to get the next beer.
Oh God. You chugging away there, boy?
I'm slurping away. Okay, so what's going on in the game?
I'm just...
Should we do a recap of what happened in Trump City last time?
Shit. Oh, God.
Okay.
No.
Don't collect iron in the farm. Okay.
I'm trying to just get them to work this. There we go.
Okay, so we're growing potatoes in the field? Or corn? Corn.
Yeah, we gotta get two workers on that. Okay, cool, we have two.
We got two bros on the farm.
That's our main food supply, so we got to have people work.
So we got the fish. We got the fishing dock. We got the
berries,
lodge.
And then I believe the
hunting lodge.
The hunting lodge is currently being built.
Okay.
And I don't know who I'm actually going to put on there, because I guess I can put some builders on there, because right now we don't have anyone doing that.
No one's hunting.
Wait, hold on. Firewood. Yeah. We can have a guy work that.
Okay. So we survived the first winter, if you didn't see part one.
It wasn't really that hard to not survive.
Because we had enough food that we brought with us initially. Okay.
So we should... there should be one guy on woodcutting.
How do you tell if there's a man there?
It'd be 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1, 0 out of 1.
And no one's working it. Which I don't know why, because we don't have full firewood. I don't understand why no one's going over there. There should be no reason why. There we go. We still have one laborer, though, so I'm going to put another guy on trying to find some deers.
It's hard rain right now.
Oh, God.
So what effect does the rain actually have in-game?
I don't know. It probably makes my people pretty sad.
Screw rain. They're planting corn in the rain.
This little kid, age 1.
He's 1 year old. They have the 1-year-old out planting corn.
I hope so. Probably be better than the other guys planting my corn.
So, okay. So, in the last video, we had the mystery of how the, 14-year-old and the 16-year-old had a 6-year-old child.
We did.
Maybe people in this universe just age more quickly. I mean, if you're 1 year old and you're already...
Dude, look at this house, though.
Okay, hold on. So, you got a 13-year-old lady and an 18-year-old man?
Yeah, but then you have another 12-year-old guy here.
People age unless that child, unless it's like a polygamous household where the 12-year-old and the 18-year-old are both.
This guy's just living by himself
forever.
This poor guy.
Ugh.
He's waiting for this. He's waiting for Kaylin to grow up
to meet the divided by 7 times 2 rule.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure when they're 11 or 12, they grow up to be adults.
That's a harsh reality, man.
Dude, it's what happens when you know. Are in this society.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the olden days, things used to be a lot different. When you actually grew up and stuff. It used to just be a lot
You're in an arranged marriage when you were 7 years old, and then, you gotta get married 5 years later, right?
Yeah, you're pretty much just screwed when you get in that arranged marriage.
Yeah.
You might as well just... your noose has been tied. You might as well just call it quits.
Yeah. Is that tree growing in the tunnel?
Yeah, that's why I was getting rid of it, because I don't like it there.
It impedes pathing.
It gets rid of the pathing that I very much enjoy.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see if these people actually acquire any deer this year, because this season they don't have anything.
I'm assuming that the hunting is unreliable, but can yield a large yield if you get lucky. Is how that works, or?
Yeah, it just kind of depends. If the deer are pathing through your area, which
wait! There's a deer. You see him right there?
Yeah, I see him right in here.
I saw him. He's going into the hunting area. Is he? I don't know where he
was. Right in here.
Huh? Well,
either that, or we just killed a little kid.
We'll find out. Next time on Two Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 minutes of recording?
Time flies.
I can't believe it's already 7 minutes in.
Time flies when you're drinking and not having fun.
When you're drinking and you forget about time.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. That was an aggressive sip.
Yeah, I mean, time flew today. That drive went by pretty quickly, I thought.
That was a long drive.
It went by quickly for me, I guess, because I was drinking.
I mean, we drank a lot of pop. We drank a lot of soda.
I snuck some rum into that Diet Coke. I don't know if you
While I was driving?
I mean, I drank more of that than you did.
That's probably why I enjoy driving so much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I knew I was slightly intoxicated.
Yeah, I mean, how long does it take to drive from to drive? I mean, we were back home in New Jersey. We drove back to New Mexico. How long is that drive? 2 hours?
It was 16 hours.
I mean, time flies when you're drinking, when you're having fun.
We did it all in one drive too, no stops. My car gets ridiculous gas mileage.
We brought some piss bottles with us. It's just like the WoW raids back in the day. You give it all for the team.
Dude, you say that ironically.
Did you ever piss bottle back in the day?
I never piss bottled, but I did WoW raid back in the day.
Yeah. I didn't WoW raid, but
God, dude, I had this guy. We were in a raid, and it was one of the last ones I did because I was so butthurt after this happened. And I was the raid leader. I was really fucking good healer, and we go into this boss, and we had beaten this boss. It was the first boss of the raid, and we had beaten this guy fucking probably 50 times. And it was super easy. We all knew what to do. I didn't have to tell anyone shit. Everyone just knew exactly where to be, what phases he had, and everything.
Golden.
And so it was just it was a cakewalk. So we were on Vent, and this was my Vent that I was an admin of. And that was when I just figured out... What are you doing?
We're sitting in Ventrilo and we are drinking.
Stop. No Base Hunter.
Okay. Carry on.
But like, so basically, this is when I just figured out, as you probably remember, how to. This is when I just figured out how to do like the whole where you're in vent and you can play music over vent without it being decreased quality because it plays it directly through your speakers. Like it plays it through like a channel.
The good old sound mixer. What was it called?
I can't remember what it was, but it was like an external application.
Sound mix.
And then it would just play whatever music you had playing on your computer.
Okay. So what music did you have playing during the raid?
This raid, since this guy was really easy, I was like, I can play music during it and it'll be fine and no one will get extremely butthurt. I played fucking Barbie Girl like really loud while we did this raid.
That's tasteful.
And so like apparently like halfway through the boss, like one guy was like, you know, getting kind of butthurt because he couldn't hear anything. I mean, you didn't need to hear anything. We were beating this boss, and it didn't matter. Well, this guy was getting butthurt because he couldn't hear. And so he ended up, like, when we were done with the boss, like, the whole thing about raids was, like, you do them 1 week and you're locked out for a week. Like, if you, like, there was, like, 8 bosses in this one, and then, like, you know, if you don't do those bosses, you're locked out for a week, and then the next week it refreshes and you can go in again.
Okay.
So, like, what ended up happening was, after the first boss, this guy was so butthurt that he couldn't hear, like, during our fight, he just, like, fucking left the group.
So you're down a man. How big is your party at this point?
It was 10 people, and you need 10 people to beat it.
Yeah.
But see, like, the thing is when you beat one boss, you're locked in at that one boss. If anyone wants to join you at that point, you know, they are locked out of that first boss. So typically you're not going to get people that want to join you because then you have to tell them, hey, you know, we already beat this boss. Are you okay with joining in when we're already a boss in? And typically the answer was, no, I don't want to join in a boss down. I want to start at the beginning.
Because they're out like all that XP for the whole week. They gotta wait until next week to get. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
So he left, and everyone's like, what the hell? Why did this guy leave? And then, like, the guild leaders are, like, getting butthurt at me. They're like, hey, like, you know, this guy, you know, sent us a direct complaint. I was really high up in the guild. He was like, sent us a direct complaint about you playing music during this raid and not, like, conducting yourself in a professional manner. Like, I was, like, fucking, like, 14 or something, like 13. And I was just like, you know, this boss was super easy. Like, why the hell does it matter if this guy had to have been like 18 at the time or 19?
I mean, you see the gesture I made. I'm stroking my neck beard hard right now. That's.
But like, I just
carry on.
Like, I just can't. He was just so butthurt.
Some people just hate having fun. That's a fact of life.
He was so mad about it, and I'm pretty sure at that point I was like, "WoW isn't for me." And I fucking just quit the game. Because this guy was so pissed off.
That's all it takes.
And, well, I mean, it just wasn't fun at that point for me. Like, this guy, like, made the game unfun. I wasn't in it to, like, fucking be super serious. And this guy obviously was.
No, man. Unliving One, if you're out there, Unliving One, you did this to Zach.
I mean, Steve isn't really serious.
Yeah, no, was it? No, Steve. Yeah.
I mean, actually, I don't have no idea. I've never played WoW with Steve, so.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've never played with Steve.
Did you guys like never overlap?
We're on different realms.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's like a million different realms.
The cool thing about WoW, like I've never played it, but I saw like a 4chan post about this or something. Some guy like they. From the original generation of WoW servers, they had like their racks in a data center. When they were retiring those, putting new racks in, they took the blades out and sold them to players. They said, "We're going to auction off these, this server." At that time, like a single blade in the rack corresponded to a realm. and you could go buy the realm you used to play on, and they auctioned them off and like donated the money to charity. So people had people could buy their rack, put it up on the wall, and be like, "This is where I played WoW in like 2001." You know that.
This is where I spent my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool. There's
probably the only good thing Blizzard's ever done with their money.
I mean, it wasn't their money. Well, I guess it was when people gave it to them. But
it was their money.
Donated it.
I mean, it's probably the only good thing they've ever done.
No, I never got on the MMO train, to be honest. I don't know. It just my friend tried to get me into Guild Wars, but like when the new one came out a couple years ago.
Did it get worse too?
Yeah, like he tried to get me into it. Like it looks cool, but just MMOs are not for me. I like I like a stateless game where like I can leave it for a month, come back, or even just leave it for 5 minutes, come back, play a new round, and everyone starts on the same playing field. You know, your games like Dota, where like when you come in at the beginning of the round, everyone is the same. I hated Dota, but this is an illustrative example. You come into a game of Dota, like no one has more shit unlocked, no one is at a higher level, no one has what was it? LoL had like the artifacts or whatever you can do to give yourself like plus 0.01% AP or whatever. Like
plus like 0.3% attack speed and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Like a game like Dota that has zero progression. Like every game you play is exactly the same. Everyone starts at the same playing field. I like games like that. MMOs
which is a question as to why you did not like Dota.
I didn't like Dota because I was bad at it. Let's be real here.
The age-old, like, where we started the game, God, you'd, like, fucking played so many games with Dazzle. And
yeah, no, you gotta get the poison, level 1.
Jesus fucking hell. We started out the game. I'm like, I think I was like, that's when, like, jungling Lifestealer was, like, still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, and I think both me and Adam told you, hey, dude, like, you're probably against a tough lane. Like, you should get Shallow Grave first in case you, like, die. That way, you know, you don't die and you can, like, have more survivability because the Poison Touch level 1 isn't that great anyways. And you were like, nah, guys, I should obviously just get the Poison Touch level 1 because it's better for me in the long run anyways. So you did it, and you died in the first, like, 50 seconds of the fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'd been a better player, that strategy might have been viable. In retrospect, what I should do is get Shallow Grave, and not like in a selfish way, not to use it myself because I suck, but because I'm good. I should get Shallow Grave, wait for, like, Lifestealer to come in. Lifestealer, like, fucking rushes the guy, you know, and then you got the guy in the lane, like, oh, man, I'm about to kill this Lifestealer. I pop Shallow Grave on him. Then you've almost got him down to zero health, and I come in and just finish him off. Steal the kill.
From the carry.
That's the way.
From the carry.
Or I let the carry steal the kill. Like, what? Oh, dude, what if you ganked with Shallow Grave? And, like, you go to, like, what's, like, you get, like, the lane where it's, like, the off carry, where, like, the carry has a support. You still have a support in the lane, but then you have someone who's, like, a semi-carry. So the support's helping out the carry. You know, the two people in that lane are like, oh, we're about to kill this off carry, then we can finish off the support or push him back. And then Dazzle just pops out of the bushes, drops Shallow Grave on the carry, and then the support comes up and, like, is with Dazzle, so both of you guys take him out. There's, like, there's a lot of things I could have done with that. I mean, but I'm never going to play the game again.
I know you're not.
Undisputably.
I mean, I haven't even played in forever. Like, it's something that I haven't even picked up. Even after
just when you're out of practice, it's so hard to get back into a MOBA. I don't know. With shooters, like, you can leave the shooter game for a while and come back. That's like CS:GO. I've been playing that lately. I'm not saying that I'm good, but I came in having never played CS:GO. I bought it years after it came out, probably a year after it came out, and, like, I did okay just from having played Counter-Strike years ago. Shooters, it's more like the, quote-unquote riding a bike. You never forget how to play. But MOBAs, it's just like, if you're out of it for a while, like, the meta has changed, or muscle memory's just gone. I don't know, do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, typically when I play, like, I could probably pick up Dota now, and I wouldn't be miserable.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be miserable, but, like, you would not play at the same level you played before.
I don't know, I feel like any game where you don't play for a while, the muscle memory's kind of gone. It takes a little bit to get into it. Like, I'm totally the same with CSS. Like, I usually play Zombie in it. And I mean, honestly, Zombie I can pretty much just pick up, and I'm usually pretty good regardless. Like, Cading takes, like, a little bit more time than usual, you know, to get your belly up, belly down straight up, but... Like,
how has no one made a standalone game that simulates the Counter-Strike Zombie mod? Like, a shitload of people play that. That gameplay, that dynamic of, like, the barricading, the fast zombies, unlimited ammo.
I mean, rarely do people do the unlimited ammo anymore, which I don't understand, because I feel like that's, like, fair.
I can understand playing limited, limited ammo, or not unlimited ammo, but you have to reload still. I can understand that, but like,
I don't know. I mean,
having a finite pool of ammo, I feel like that punishes good players who have to like if you can hold off a if you build a good barricade and can hold people off for a long time, like you should be rewarded for that.
I mean, the thing is like they've just made it easier and easier for the zombies to destroy the barricades, anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, why punish good players for making good cades? Like, because now it's just super easy for a zombie to destroy the cade. So, like, what's the whole point in the matter, anyways?
Alright,
That's my whole thing.
I'll be right back. You gotta carry on the banter without me. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back.
Goodness me. So if you guys haven't noticed, I have currently just building some more houses here to make sure my population stays in homes. And you slammed the door very loud.
Yeah, I noticed, man. Your door, you need to, like...
Dude, the door's always been like that. Oh, are you doing the breathalyzer?
Yeah. My parents got me a breathalyzer for Christmas. I don't know what to make of that.
I'm ready, dude.
Alright.
Want I blow first, or are you blowing?
No, I'm blowing first. I have not waited the recommended 20... Oh, that's a 0.17. I did not wait the recommended 20 minutes after drinking. So that might be
0.17, dude. You're nearing Joe status right now.
Oh, dude, he blew like a 0.21 after he had stopped drinking. That was. I mean, we should drive to Chick-fil-A right now.
I like your large. There's a large difference between 16 and 0.21.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell this story while you're blowing here. Okay, so all right, we're at that beeping is just interfering with my story. What are we at?
I'm 0.12, dude.
0.12. Well, you're not drinking whiskey.
I mean, I did have a whole glass, but you had two.
It's because I had whiskey going into. Okay, so we're at this New Year's party.
Oh shit.
And I brought the breathalyzer with me because Morty. I bring the breathalyzer with me, and it's a hit at the party. I'm blowing like a 0.16. Another guy's blowing a 0.16. His younger brother is blowing a 0.22. 2-1, and this guy's hammered, and we're like still coherent. There's a, I feel like there's a big difference between. I mean, the police would say there's a big difference between 0.07 and 0.09. I might disagree with that, but there's a huge difference between 0.16 and 0.2. Like that 0.6 or so difference there. It's like it goes from like happy drunk to like not even coherent. It's weird. There's you hear about people that are like drunk, so there's a threshold. That's where that threshold is.
Okay, I don't mean to be a dick here, but I'm going to cut off the episode here, and we're going to continue this conversation in the next episode.
You're being
because we're at 24 minutes.
All right.
So we'll continue what transpired with the differences between those drunk levels in the next episode, and I'll let you continue the story.
It keeps them hooked.
And so, thank you for joining us at part 2 of Banished.
As always, if you have any hot tips,
Yeah, feel free to like and subscribe our video, and we'll
take requests.
Talk to you next time.
Two bros play obscure games and drink.